We'll begin the planning committee meeting of Akron City Council. I'd like to request that we take a roll call, please.
Fusco.
Aye.
Kamer.
Aye.
Connor. Aye. Boyes.
Aye.
Hannah.
Aye.
All committee members are present.
Thank you. I'd like to request that we accept a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Okay, very good. Hearing none, the ayes have it. We have, I believe it's 4 items that are up for public hearing today. And the procedures will be that we will have the proposal, the conditional use in this case, read in by our clerk. We will then receive a report from our planning department, Mr. Antonucci. After that, we'll then ask if there's anyone here that wishes to testify before the committee. They be sworn in by our clerk, Sarah Viviano. After that, we'll open up the public hearing portion and we'll receive comments from the community. Then we'll close the public hearing and open it up to questions from the committee and or council. And then, in essence, we'll do the same thing this evening at 5 o'clock, in which we'll repeat that process. The only difference is going to be is that we will make a recommendation to council, either in favor or against a proposal. So that's the way the procedures are with the conditional use requests that we receive. And Ms. Viviano, could you please read in the first item? Thank you.
Sure. The first item up for public hearing today is an ordinance authorizing a conditional use to establish used auto sales at 1475 Maslin Road and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mr. Antonucci.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members. James Alstrom is requesting permission to establish the additional use of auto sales at this location. Since the property received recent city council approval for tire sales and service, the addition of auto sales requires another conditional use. The property contains two buildings. The main building, a brick structure approximately 50 by 40 for 2,000 square feet, is centered within the parcel. A 25 by 35 foot, 875 square foot metal accessory building is located close to the northeast corner of the property. The main building contains a garage bay door and will be the primary structure for vehicle sales, as well as the installation and repair of tires. There will be a row of about 7 vehicles for sale set between the curb cuts along Maslin Road. Approximately 15 additional vehicles will be parked south of the building near the corner of Toombs Drive and Maslin Road. The petitioner has stated that the hours of operation would be Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The planning staff believes that the large parcel has enough space to also accommodate the sale of vehicles. However, the area between the two curb cuts should contain a landscape buffer. Further, a 6-foot-tall fence should be installed along the east property line to screen the residential properties from the business activity. The proposed reuse of the land as a used auto sales dealer, along with a tire repair shop, is consistent with other surrounding businesses in the area along Maslin Road, and both the planning staff and planning commission recommend approval subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you for your report, Mr. Antonucci. At this time, I would like to request if there's anyone here or online that wishes to speak before the commission or the committee, that they be sworn in by our clerk, Sarah Viviano, please.
Sure. The petitioner, James Alstrom, has logged in. I see you now. Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello. Actually, does anybody have any questions before we start, based off the report?
We'd be more than happy to hear your comments, and then we'll close the public hearing, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Perfect. So this will be a dual business. The north end would be the tire repair, and the south end and the west side will be the auto repair as well. There's 2 buildings, 2 acres on this parcel.
Thank you. Any further comments from you, Mr. Alstrom?
Not at this time.
Okay, thank you very much. At this time, I'll ask if there's anyone else wishing to speak in favor or against this proposal. Anyone whatsoever? Anyone? Okay, we'll close the public hearing portion and open it up to any questions from any committee members. Committee members, any council members? I see Mr. Brad McKittrick.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. I just want to echo, off of what Mr. Alstrom said as far as what's going to be there. They have done quite a few improvements to the property. Some of the grading was done, cleaned up, and the lighting has been improved on the property there. I've had some calls from some of the neighbors that were really happy about the lighting because it was darkened for many years. So I am in favor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McKittrick. Any further questions or comments from anyone? Okay, very good. We will invite you back this evening at 5 o'clock, Mr. Alstrom, in which the committee will make a recommendation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next item, Sarah Viviano, please.
The second item up for public hearing is an ordinance authorizing a conditional use to establish a two-family dwelling at 480 Bell Street and declaring an emergency.
Yes, Mr. Antonucci.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members. James Alstrom, again, is requesting permission to establish a two-family dwelling at this location. Petitioner stated that the first floor will contain one three-bedroom unit, while the second and third floor area will contain the second three-bedroom unit. Ample space for parking and open space is available to the side and rear of the dwelling. Before ownership by the petitioner, a 2003 zoning certification letter stated the property contained a legal nonconforming three-unit dwelling. However, the water department has verified that the property has not had water service since 2019, so that legal nonconforming status has been discontinued. One goal of the Land Use and Development Guide Plan includes improving the quality of housing in all residential areas. The property meets development requirements regarding lot size and off-street parking for the proposed use. Additionally, the City of Akron Housing Division has found no issues with the proposed two-family. The petitioner has invested significant resources to rehabilitate the property. This renovated property will be an asset to the neighborhood, and both the planning staff and planning commission recommend approval, subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone here wishing to speak in reference to the conditional use request at 440 Bell Street? Please be sworn in by our clerk, Sarah Viviano.
Mr. Chair, that is the same petitioner for this project. Mr. Alstrom, do you understand that you are still under oath?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. No one else? Okay, very good. With that, we'll now open up the public hearing and ask if there's anyone wishing to speak in favor on this particular proposal. Mr. Alstrom, do you have any comments?
Yes, I just want to make sure that address was correct. 480 Bell Street. I don't know if you said 440. It might have been hiccup. But no, this was a single family home, very large, very dilapidated. And then we'll probably have around 150,000 invested in this to make it a two family home, which I've been working with the city to do so. So you'll have an upstairs and a downstairs. And then we have ample parking for both tenants, which will be behind it, which will go straight up. And then it'll also be on the south end of the property, enough to also accommodate the neighbor that actually has an easement to get back to her property as well.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor or against this particular proposal? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, we'll close the public hearing. Ask if there's any questions or comments from any committee members and or council members at this time. Any comments or questions? Okay, very good. Seeing none or hearing none, of course, we'll invite you back this evening at 5. Item number 3, Ms. Viviano.
Item number 3 is an ordinance authorizing a conditional use to establish a two-family dwelling at 894 North Main Street and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Antonucci.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members. Ronald Willis is requesting permission to retain a two-family dwelling at this location. The petitioner stated that the first floor will contain one two-bedroom unit, while the basement will contain an additional two-bedroom unit. The building contains a side door and two rear doors. The basement unit will be solely accessed through one of the rear doors, with the first floor unit having two access options. A paved shared drive leads to the rear parking area. One objective of the Land Use and Development Guide Plan is to provide a full range of housing alternatives. This property, built in 1908, was previously used as an office. The property contains sufficient rear yard area to meet off-street parking requirements. Further, the City of Akron Housing Division has no concerns with the proposed use. And both planning staff and planning commission recommend approval, subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you for your report. At this time, we'll ask if there's anyone wishing to speak before the committee. If you could please be sworn in by our clerk, Sarah Viviano.
Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. At this time, we'll open up the public hearing and ask if there's any comments in reference to the conditional use request on North Main Street. If you can please introduce yourself and provide for us your address, we'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, my name's Aaron Reidenbaugh. I'm counsel for the owner, Ronald Willis. My address is 234 Portage Trail, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, 44221. I'm primarily here. I think Mr. Antonucci's report was accurate. I'm here if there's any questions or concerns, and I appreciate your time and consideration today. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Is there anyone else here wishing to speak in favor or against the proposal at, is it 894 North Main Street? Anyone else? Okay, very good. Hearing none, we will now move on to the next item. And I'll also remind you that we'll be meeting at 5 o'clock. We'll repeat the procedure and we'll make a recommendation to all of council. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 4 is an ordinance authorizing a conditional use to construct a commercial addition at 1477 Copley Road and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Antonucci?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members. Restore Clean Ohio LLC is requesting approval to construct a storage addition to the rear of this current building. Additionally, because the business has grown and expanded from a retail cleaning business to a commercial restoration company, petitioner is also seeking approval of the current use. The existing brick rectangular structure is situated toward the southwest quadrant of the block. Proposed addition measuring 107 feet by 100 feet would extend from the rear of the current structure to within 29 and a half feet from the Little Street right-of-way. Construction materials consists of a concrete base tinted to match the existing walls. Areas above would be clad with white vertical metal panels with a low-sloped gray metal roof. Wide windows would be spaced along the west, north, and east side of the new addition. The west face of the addition would have a man door and a single overhead door near the northwest corner, while the south face would feature 2 centrally located overhead doors. A 12 feet in width access drive from Juneau Avenue would align with the overhead door, and a 30 feet wide drive that widens to 36 feet would provide access from Little Street. A painted aluminum wall sign at 135 square feet would be placed on the west side of the structure near the south end. The sign would read CRD and Restoration in white lettering on a black background. Petitioner states that CRDN specializes in contents restoration for homes and businesses affected by fire, water, and other disasters. The addition of warehouse space will provide a temporary staging and storage area for items to be restored and will allow the business to operate more efficiently while maintaining a professional and well-maintained site. While the proposed access driveways are relatively short, traffic engineering does not have any issues. Box trucks and vans would only be loaded or unloaded for short periods of time and should not pose traffic concerns. Any long-term parking of vehicles would be located in the large parking area to the north. The proposed warehouse addition would be an attractive addition to the property, would provide ample indoor storage for the business, and will eliminate the outdoor storage of items that's occurring currently at the rear of the building. CRDN has operated at this location for 19 months without issue, should continue to pose minimal impact on the area. The proposed addition represents a substantial investment in the neighborhood, should be an asset to the community, and the planning staff and planning commission recommend approval subject to conditions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Antonucci. At this time, we'll ask if there's anyone wishing to speak before the committee to please be sworn in by Sarah Viviano, our clerk.
Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth? If so, please say, I do. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll open up the public hearing, and if you could please provide for us your name and address. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Jeff Sitz. My address is 1874 Serenity Lane, Akron, Ohio, 44321. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and committee members. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Jeff Sitz. one of the owners of Restore Clean Ohio, operating as CRDN of North Central Ohio. I'm also the property owner. We've been operating at this location for about the past 20 months, providing contents restoration services for homes and businesses affected by fire, water, and other disasters. Our proposed expansion is a necessary step to meet the growing demand for our service and will allow us to operate more efficiently while creating additional jobs in the area. Over the last 20 months, we've added 18 jobs, which are filled mostly by Akron residents, including at least 3 team members from the Maple Valley area surrounding our facility. We understand that this site was near residential properties, and we remain committed to being respectful neighbors by minimizing noise, traffic, and other potential impact on the surrounding area. We appreciate your consideration and the opportunity to continue growing responsibly in this space. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Is there anyone else here wishing to comment in reference to the conditional use request at 1477 Copley Road? Anyone else? Okay, very good. Excuse me, we'll close the public hearing and ask if there's any questions or comments from anyone. Comments or questions? Not hearing any. Very good. Again, we'll remind you at 5 o'clock this evening, we'll be reproducing this whole procedure, and we'll make a recommendation, though. Thank you for coming down today. Thank you. Okay, with that, we'll move on to the balance of the agenda. Any questions or comments about anything? Not hearing any. With that, I don't believe we have any, do we have any new legislation? None. Very good. With that, Planning Committee meeting of Akron City Council is adjourned. Thank you.
Our next committee today will be the Parks and Recreation Committee, and it will begin at 1:45. Those committee members are Connor, Lombardo, Bolden, Hannah, and Boyes. Again, that's the Parks and Recreation Committee, and it will begin at 1:45. Thank you.